Welcome, beautiful Paris Saint Germain family. In today's video, we're obviously going through yesterday's performance versus Stade De Rennais, obviously the 3-1 victory. The lineup, Lucho finally doing what he's supposed to be doing this entire season, which is not overthinking when it comes to the lineup. Is the best lineup, preparation for the Arsenal game, and getting some chemistry and rhythm inside of the team. Tanguy Lee finally tried out as the false nine. This is something me and a lot of PSG fans have been asking for since last season, and Lucho finally did it. And how beautifully it worked. Rennes obviously pulled up was this 3-4-3, where it's more of a 5 at the back with both Assignon and Truffert more defensive fullbacks. But I was extremely surprised. They started pressing extremely high up from the get-go, which I was extremely thankful for. So respect to Rennes, because at the end of the day, we have to start respecting these teams. That's how disgusting the sport has become, that we have to respect teams that play football. That's life. Moving on. First chance here comes off Ousmane Dembélé, cuts in, gives it to Fabian. Fabian positioning himself in a great position. Unfortunately, the shot got blocked. Next chance, great cross from Achraf Hakimi. Beraldo heads it. Marquinhos is there with the tap-in. One goal only after 2.5 minutes. I love to see this. We did it a bit in the beginning of the season, scoring early on because he affects the entire rest of the 90 minutes. Unfortunately, though, he was offside, but it's great to see this from Paris Saint Germain. A few minutes later, Safanov makes a long ball. Dembele heads it down. This is something I'm starting to see more of PSG. We want to play more long balls from the goalkeeper. This is something that we've seen from Luis Enrique. This is something I've been going through in the tactical and analytical videos. It's either long balls to Dembele or Barcola to head or Tanguy Lee to get down, as we will see a bit in a few short moments. But Dembele gives it to Kang. Kang, beautiful back heel to Dembele. Dembele runs, Dembele cooks, and then I don't know what he's doing. Takes the shot way too early, way too passive, not good enough. But it's a great chance for Paris Saint Germain. Another thing, once again, the pressing was really good in this game. Mandanda having to go long at least 14 times and only succeeding with 5 of them. Safanov, once again, long ball, Tanguy Lee. What a beautiful magician he was yesterday. That he can take this ball with the defender around his back just shows how much he's developed from last season. I don't think Tanguy Lee had either the confidence or the physical attributes to do something like this, but he's definitely works on his body and physicality in the summer, and he had a wonderful game. For me, the man of the match. Just absolutely dominated and bossed in this game, centrally, on the left, on the right, deep in the center, up front. Just a beautiful masterclass. 6 defensive actions, 1 goal, 65 touches, 7 key passes, 3 out of 3 long balls, and 7 out of 11 duels won. Just a complete performance from this false 9, Tanguy Lee. Here we have Tanguy Lee once again feeding Ousmane Dembele, and we know about the connection between those two. It's honestly amazing. 2 ballers. And Dembele in this position, you're like, yeah, this is a simple goal. Paris Saint-Germain, 1-0 up, 17 minutes in. No, Dembele tries to go for the goal from extremely tight, weird angle. Like, I can't even say, oh, you know what, I maybe understand Dembele taking that shot. Absolutely no. Because Mandanda had the close post completely done. So I don't know what Dembele is doing in this situation right here. But just a few minutes later, wins the ball off the defender here. Neves gets it, gives it to Dembouz to Barcola. And when Barcola gets the ball in this space, it's somewhat a bit similar to Mbappe and his signature move. Barcola has his signature move. It's the cut inside far post. It's absolutely stunning. 1-0, 30 minutes in. We should have scored before this, but I'm happy we got the goal and then. Tanguy Lee here, looking for Barcola, putting in the long ball, and we attempted 44 long balls, succeeding with 22 of them. And this is once again something I've been seeing from last games versus Rennes. We're attempting more long balls, trying to get behind that line when the opposition is sitting more of a mid-block, as you can see Rennes are sitting in here. Barcola gets it, gives it to Kang to Fabian. Fabian's second, decent chance of the game, unfortunately gets blocked. Here, Safanov once again long ball to Tanguy Lee, to Hakimi, to Fabian, and then to Barcola. If we can start doing this more consistently and, against better opposition, this will be an insane way to create huge. Look at the acres. They have 2 defenders, one on Dembele and one on Barcola. This space, if we can start creating this consistently, it will be a huge threat. João Neves, once again, long ball behind the line. Hakimi, beautiful touch, and an absolute stunning finish. Unfortunately, disallowed for offside, but what a beautiful goal from Ashraf. Dembele here, Barcola, great save from Mandanda. Second time was not going to work. Dembele to Kang to Barcola, amazing shot, hits the post, and Kangili is there with a number 9-esque finish. And what a performance these three had together. BLD, BKD, KBD, whatever you want to call them, they were absolutely stunning. I talked about Barcola, Dembele, and Asensio before, but I would talk about Kangili. Kangili is a better football player than Asensio. Kangili, this game, I don't think Asensio's had a better game than this. And this was Kangili's first game as that false nine. And as a trident, they were complete. As you can see, the heat map and everything, the touches. One is central, one on the left, and one on the right. Just a complete front three. And hopefully we can see this more consistently. Dembele finds Fabian. Fabian finds Barcola. Barcola gives it to Fabian in the center. And look at the dummy there from Kangili. Absolutely stunning. And here I was like, yeah, 3-0 up. But Mandanda makes a huge save. Barcola here. This is the magic from Barcola. And once again, if he can start developing this, we will have a huge weapon down our side, because Barcola here creates something out of absolutely nothing. Gets the ball, dummies two defenders, and puts the shot. He narrowly goes wide, but again, he's developing shooting from outside of the box. This is insane. Barcola is only getting better. Dembele here feeding Hakimi to Barcola, and it's a simple goal. 3-0 up. It was such a dominant performance, created so many chances, could have scored more than the 3 goals we scored in this game, but it was a spectacular performance from majority of the players in this game. But after the 3rd goal, something happened, which was the momentum switched away. As you can see in the momentum chart here, this is when we scored the 3rd goal, and after that, it was majority of Rennes having 5 shots on target as well, including obviously the penalty, and obviously the substitutes affected the game with Barcola, Marquinhos, and Fabian Ruiz going off. And obviously this is how they won that disgusting, filthy pen. Corner comes in, heads off onto Beraldo's hand. It's very unfortunate. It's very unlucky, but that's what happens in football. And Kalimundo, ex-PSG player, obviously calmly steps up and puts it into the net. Shot here from the substitute, but it's a great save from Safonov. And last but not least, obviously this Fugazi goal. Takes the shot off Seydou to Beraldo, goes back to him and shoots it up. But thankfully, once again, it was offside. And Luis Enrique talked about this period. The team's attitude is general. I understand that you are interested in the last 15 minutes. I'm sticking with the first 75. We were really superior. Then it's because of the coach and the starters, not the fault of those who came on. Luis Enrique here defending the substitutes and defending the players for what happened in that last 15 minutes. And, you know, sometimes it's a bit hard, even for the best teams in the world. If you slip up, like Beraldo did for that penalty, the other team will get immense confidence, whereas PSG, it's a bit hard for them to get confidence and motivation. They're already 3-1 up. They're at the pack. They're looking forward for that upcoming Arsenal game. They just want to finish this game off. So I don't really know who to blame this on. Obviously, the substitutes need to perform better. And Baye didn't have a good game. Mayulu didn't have. Kolomwani didn't have. Skriniar didn't have. So all the substitutes that came in had a negative effect. So I think maybe the squad depth has to be improved until next season. And last but not least, once again, I have to talk about João Neves. Every single game, I have to talk about João Neves. That's how good he is. 4 shots, 2 key passes, 11 passes into the final third, 12 recoveries, 8 out of 13 duels won, and 113 touches. Absolute beautiful performance from João Neves. And once again, being everywhere on the pitch, defensively, attackingly, with the ball, without the ball, right, left, center, middle, everywhere. He's amazing. He's amazing. Looking at stats of the game, 3 XG for PSG, 1.5 for Rennes. But obviously, that is very high up purely because of the penalty. PSG had 23 shots, 8 shots on target, including 6 big chances. But once again, 4 big chances missed. Once again, this has been a main issue for PSG, but I think I'm starting to get more used to it because we're creating so many chances. No team has created as many big chances as Paris Saint Germain this season. And yeah, it's beautiful. But obviously, the clinicality can be better. If we had maybe a number 9 with elite finishing, we wouldn't have the same problems. But I'm happy with the chance creation. Taking a look at the stats from the game, João Neves topping recoveries and passes into the final third, Barcola topping goals and assists, and progressive passes received being a great outlet, Kangili dominating the key passes, fouls drawn, crosses, and fouls given. Second page here, Dembele progressive passes and dribbles alongside Neves, Kangili, Barcola. Neves having tackles, interceptions, touches, and passes. Kangili shot creating actions. Hakimi progressive carries. And Barcola shots. It's once again a bit dominated by some players like Barcola, Kangili, Dembele, and obviously Joao Neves, but you can always find Hakimi in any place there. That's how good Hakimi once again is, and he deserves a special shout for his performance yesterday. And PSG finish off the first 7 games of the season so far with 21 goals scored and only 5 goals allowed, with 18.8 xG compared to 5.1 xGA. The thing is, we've conceded 2 penalties, so that xGA should be around 3.3 when it comes to how many chances are the opponent creating against PSG, which is extremely low. That means teams are averaging 0.5 xG against us per game. That is really good. I've been talking about the defending. It has improved immensely from last season. Obviously, next game up is Arsenal. I'm so excited and hyped for this game. I can't wait. And Paris Saint Germain will definitely have a great performance in that game. And it's always great having a great performance right ahead of that game, especially with pretty much the starting lineup, apart from Vitinha, Gianluigi Donnarumma, and Nuno Mendes. But we move. This has been it from your boy PSG, and hopefully you guys have enjoyed this tactical analytical review. And as usual, allez, Paris.